LLC. We got two different surfaces we painted with the new screen paint we're working on. I can't say it's new. We had it for a while. We upgraded it to a 57. So it has 57 capabilities, which has a really high gain. I may add something to it to add a little bit more of a leveling system to it, but other than that, it's doing quite well. So this is already dried. Half of this is the wall, the other half of this is a canvas surface, you know, the kind of used for paintings and stuff like that. So we have it hooked up to our ultra-short projector. My projector is 3,600 lumens. The reason why we like to use this machine, because if this thing's on a hotspot, it's definitely on a hotspot on this projector 36. So as you can see, fully lit environment, plenty of light. As you can see, plenty of light hitting the screen. We do these demonstrations. We like to be in fully lit environments because I said before, this is a projector that's going to be designed, or should be designed for basically everyday use with lights on. And we got a little oversplash with the gray wall behind it. And as your detail, it's going to advance because the screen does have a slightly darker level. Now, keep in mind, we rolled this on with a chopstick and a short roller. We don't advise you to ever do this, okay? I just did this in the demonstration because I don't have any more rollers left over. But 9-inch net roller or paint sprayer, whatever's up to you. I got a call, somebody contacted me already about the plexiglass idea. Yeah, that's what I would do. I'd basically get a sheet of plexiglass and that's what I would do with it. I wonder what airbrushing, because airbrush is much smoother. I wonder what that would look like. I don't airbrush. I have to find somebody who does. They can do that for me. Do a little small sheet for me. So that's what that looks like when airbrushing it. Now we're going to add one thing to it. That's basically about it, but it's not going to alter and change it. Other than that, it's doing quite well. And we do expect for white levels to drop a tad, because anytime you deal with any form of darker technology, it's going to drop. We do have a lighter version of it. So we have two versions of this that are coming out. One's going to be a much lighter version. This is the one we have right here. Lighter version is going to be a free option. So you'll see when you go into the shopping cart, it'll have like an LT next to it. That's the light version of it. And then we have this version right here. And my wall is rough. It is really rough. Okay, let's see. Let's see. What do you have one here for us? Oh, I haven't done this one yet. Now this can be worked on easily with other projectors besides the Vava and Wemax projectors we don't support. I would not suggest using this on the really smaller brands of these projectors. Like I really wouldn't do that. I mean, it's up to you. We're gonna put that policy in there at your own risk. Other than that, for any other projector outside that, of the Wemax and Vava projector, yeah, you can use any other projector with it. It's just the difference between this product, it's compatible with those particular projectors too. The black technology is not compatible with those. And again, the customer is not forced into buying an really expensive screen to go with the projector that he can't use with darker products. Like I said, Vava, I think it's coming in at 100 inches, like $600 for 100 inches. This is a 32 ounce, which does a screen size of 150 inches. That's just your cover size. And I've already put the order in for my wallpaper surface because I want to do a half and half for the other lighter version. versus this half, so you can see exactly which one may be best for you. Oh, right there, about to play some games. I don't know what they're going on. This my system back there playing like that. Right, this doesn't have sound. And I'm dropped in that contrast shifting technology. It allows the screen to pick up a much darker image. And of course, it's ambient light projection technology embedded in this bad boy. That's why we can be in a fully lit environment and that screen doesn't wash out for jack. And this is the best we can do with the lights out. That's the best, but you're not going to really see much of a change. It's ambient light projection technology. For those of you who still want to be in the dark, you have that option now. You have an option where you want to be in a fully lit environment, you have it now. If you want to be in the dark, you can be in the dark if you want. And I could drop a whole bunch of rules in this bad boy. See, ain't much of a change. Do. Lights on, lights on, lights on, lights on, lights on. Ain't much of a difference. And this is why we got the 36 out here. The screen, we're expecting to see if the screen's going to hotspot. That's why we have 3600 lumens laying against the screen. So, you know, if we get somebody who comes in and makes a false complaint saying, hey, the screen hotspot, we give you 3600 lumen projectors over here, ultra short throws. I don't see too many 36s, I really don't. The 5000s that claim to be 5000, they're not 5000, they're way lower than that. A 5000 lumen projector hits your wall at that close distance, your entire environment would be illuminated very easily. So that's how I know they're not 5000 lumen projectors. Now, if you took a Dell up there and did that, yeah, Dell could illuminate an entire environment. They're 5000, actual 5000 lumens. But people have those particular projectors and claim to have 5000, there's no way in the world that's possible. How much light would be reflected? And you're on a white surface at that, yeah, you'd be all over the place. You would definitely be all over the place with that. So you can see next to the gray wall how much of the picture quality you're losing with the 3600 lumen projector right up on top of the screen. This is why I tell you at the end of the day, those light gray products like this do not work for ultra short throws. They can't function on them properly. Look how much of the quality you're losing. Now we have to make sure that our white levels are high enough to the point where basically they come off nice and bright, but when they come off too dark where we can't even see them, that's a bad sign for us. Like when we do it against black paint. When we take our lights out, guess what? No difference. Boom. So you want to see the lights out, lights on, lights out, lights on. Let me pause right there for a minute. Go back to that for a minute. Right there. There we go. Just to know those people that thought I had electrical issues in the house. Cause you watch mine, you're across the street watching my lights going doop, 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 doop. What the freak is going on over there? Now let's get to the front of that car. You see the front of that vehicle right there? All right. Let's take the lights out. See the gray wall? You see how much the red is washed out, completely washed out here? See where it's washed out there? You know why? That's 3600 lumens of light that's hitting that screen at that short distance. If the screen doesn't have the ability to absorb that in, it's going to wash out. That's what's going to happen. And then you stick it in a fully lit environment and do this, oh, that's even worse. Now you have the light, the screen has to deal with the light in the environment, and now it has to deal with the light that's hitting at the same time. That's the worst thing you want to use with an ultra short throw. At least with a long throw, it has a somewhat of a chance, because a long throw, the lumen count is broken down by the time it reaches destination, depending on how much lumens that projector is pushing out. So at least it has a chance that by the time it hits the screen is not being hit with that heavy of an impact. But you're literally right on top of the screen with 3,000 to 3,600 lumens. Now, is there a change? Nope. See how the screen fluctuates? It adjusts to the ambient light in the environment. That's what it's designed to do. So you can use it in a fully lit environment without the screen washing out or fading. The music they have on here is banging. The most important thing is that you can maintain your contrast, you can maintain your color, you will not be calibrating or none of that nonsense, and you will not be using ambient light controlled environments, which I hate the most more than anything in the world. And they haven't heard us say, oh, it's ambient light rejection technology. No, the heck it ain't. Why is your environment so dark? You can't even see your floors. Where's the corners? Where do the corners start, where they begin? That's one thing I didn't like about that expo, when the guy sat there and said, we're in a well-lit environment. Are you kidding me? Like on camera, you seeing the same thing I'm seeing? I'm looking down the hallway, and it's literally well-lit in that section. It's well-lit over here, but in this environment, it's so dark. You can barely make out the controllers or the fans that were running on the side of the booth. No. Gee whiz. Either they're very good liars or just basically colorblind. Something's wrong. Colorblind, I don't know, they don't have a perception of light and whatever's going on with their retinas, I don't know. Let's go have a walk, people. You say, Mr. Bird, what about the angle gain? Here's your angle gain right there. Sharp as can be. Sharp. So we specialize in ambient light rejection technology. That screen has to pick up nice and sharp. Nice and sharp. Biggest problem you're going to have when you're dealing with ultra short throw projectors is being whether or not the screen can pick up on those angles. Then you're going to have to worry about the contrast levels, the colors are going to have an issue. If your contrast doesn't pick up, your color doesn't pick up. That's how it works. It's a marriage. That's how it works. If you see people doing those light gray screens, and no, this is the worst thing you want to use on ultra short throw, because you can't receive contrast, and you can't receive contrast because what goes with that, your color goes with that. It goes bye-bye. And then they're telling you on camera, well, your color will get much better once you update the firmware, or if you go in and basically calibrate your projector. That's a freaking excuse right there at the end of the day. Because curious, they say if to update the firmware, and the big screen at 150 inches couldn't have had to update the firmware, because literally just said he walked over the screen, it was blurry. So when did they do the firmware update? Did they do it right there in front of us, or did they not do it? See, that's what I understand about that right there. The other problem I had was the other two projection screens that were poorly washed out. Was there any firmware update on those? And if there was firmware update, that's pretty bad. You can firmware your projector all day long. You can calibrate it all day long. It comes down to your screen. Your screen makes and breaks that projector. That's what it comes down to. Lights on, lights off, lights off, lights on. Contrast demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
What they fail to do in their demonstrations, they're not showing enough contrast. I'll be hunting for contrast. Where's the contrast? Where's the contrast? Where is the contrast? Ooh, 8K desired nature.
Getting that from YouTube.
And we don't expect it to be like a black screen. We don't, but we expect it to be better than the stuff we're seeing out there. Much better. Can't forget the lights, can we?
Ever seen a master plumber work with Sterling? Check it out.
It's a crying shame. That's what I mean. It's a crying shame when you got charging that much money for that machine and those screens at the end of the day, and you complain about the lights being 21 feet up. We're not 21 feet up. We're right up on top of the screen. At 720p on a $60 projector. All right, let's have a look with the lights out. Let's have a look with the lights on. Ugh. So pretty soon, I know it's a matter of time before we get contacted by that company saying, hey, any chance would you be interested in making this? No. Now you're going to be charging the price you're charging for it? Oh, heck no. No. How does that help the everyday Joe? How does that help at the end of the day? Freaking almost $1,300 for, let's just say at 12, we'll keep it, and put that point, $1,200 for 100 inches. $5,000 for 150 inch. And if you notice, look at the gray screen on the side, it doesn't pick up anything at all. We need a white sheet of paper on here. Teach my cat how to run the gaming system. Oh yeah, I'm getting away from here on me. Everything, what? Now when I do the wallpaper surface, we're going to use an official 9-inch roller, okay? When we do that demonstration. Hey buddy, come in. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And as for those of you that are using those projectors on a white screen, so we got a light gray screen, we got a white screen, and we got our technology. Which one looks much better? And a whopping 3,600 lumens on the projector. So I think this should even the, no, it's not going to even the playing field. It's going to tilt the crap out of the playing field. There it is. It's going to tilt the daylights out of it. I was never got into this game to play fair. That's what can never understand the concept of the ultra short throw projector and the white and gray screen is the fact that this is an area screen that literally has to be in the dark because it has a very hard time maintaining in full lit environments. And then people take a projector of 3,000 lumens and they stick it right up on top of the screen thinking, no, it just introduce a lot more light to your screen. And it'll wash out even faster. For some reason, they think that the lumen count, because it's higher, it's going to give them a better image. When no, actually, you're going to wash your image out even faster. That's what's going to happen. Let's go right to that 8K Desire, that dark video right there.
Unlike some hearts, Reese's don't taste like desperation. Valentine's Day.
Native has fantastical scents like coconut and vanilla, sea salt and cedar, eucalyptus and mint.
I can't wait. We're going to go train shopping pretty soon. Me and Taco. Taco's getting his own train set, Taco Express. Gonna get big boy Lionel train set. Hopefully the smoker, because I like the smokers better. Well, I think it's going to be so cool when he goes behind the stove and you see that. I want the kind that basically blows the steam when it stops. But ding, 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 ding. Yeah, I'm definitely getting one. We're going to call it the Taco Express. Taco Express. I cannot wait to pick up my Lionel train set. This is why it's important when I tell people that are in relationships and stuff, you know, even though the woman's going to have control of 90%, probably all of the house at that, the man does still have the garage, and give him a man cave at the end of the day. Because pretty much, I mean, there's going to be a lot of arguing. You got to give a man cave. One thing I did when I was in a relationship, she had her own gaming room, I had my own gaming room. So when we had our whole setup in the middle, which means we went in the middle, we did it whatever, but no one got to control anything. She basically had her setup and I had my setup. That's why a man needs to have a man cave. Very, very important that he has one. He needs a place sometimes just to get away. So all my brothers have man caves. Every last one of them, they got man caves. They got a custom design the way they want it. If they want to sit there, they want to put their feet up on their coffee table, or they want to do it with free food, or that's their business. That's their cave at the end of the day. I still don't understand the whole permission thing. Never can understand that one right there. I mean, pretty much I can understand financially wise, yes, it's supposed to be a joint thing, you know what I mean, to work together. You can't make major purchases. It could upset the balance of the financial of the house, you know what I mean? But I mean, everything, I know people literally just make serious good money and everything is paid for, but they still got to ask for permission. Oh, heck no. I had a friend of mine was so excited because this is when TV, the Sony Vegas were big, and he got permission to get a 27-inch TV. He was so happy about that achievement. I'm like, I'm never getting married. That's what it comes with. But then I got brothers in my family that are like, I'm gonna go buy this right now. I'll be back. And they just go buy what they want because everything is taken care of. I mean, it's true. Long as the bills and everything are taken care of and everything is financially sound, buy whatever the freak you want. And that's how I've been from day one. If I go in there and I see like a $600 Lionel engine in there, just the engine by itself, and the only thing I get from my ex would be, why are you buying this? And I would say, because I can. That's it. That's the end of the conversation. There's nothing to argue about. Nothing at all. Go buy it and go pay for it. That's it. And she'll go tell her friends, like, guess what he paid for that thing? Yep. I don't know. They're just each his own at the end of the day. I don't try to judge anybody his own, but I do see it from time to time where people say they have to ask for permission. I'm not asking for that check. And I can see basically, like I said, if you're in this, you're working together to build something or buy a house or something, then you shouldn't make major purchases like that because then you're disrupting what you guys are building at the end of the day. But if everything is paid for, everything is done, then where's permission coming at? You buy what you want. But I know people are literally like that. They literally have it like that, and they still got to ask for that permission.
Spencer, this ranch and your
And we're like, oh, heck no.
Redox is
No.
scientifically
I'm
proven to break
gonna go
down
buy
septic
this.
waste. Guaranteed.
You have 4 of these. You don't, I don't want, I'm buying this. That's it. That's the end of the conversation.
Good. Ludacris changed his flow for it.
Like I tell people, life is short and death is longer. At the end of the day, I plan to basically buy what I like. So my buddies come over and it's a train set, a train running through the house, and we're at the apartment, and they're like, well, yeah, I can see why. And if you looked at all my environments, every single one, yeah. Put my screens in, put everything in, yeah. No, not gonna happen. Now, furniture-wise, yeah, I'm a different story. Furniture-wise, you know, that's their category. They want basically just an even Steven kind of thing. We'll make a decision like, whatever, or that. That's a joint decision when it comes to furniture and stuff, that appliances, all that stuff. Yeah. I'll tell you one thing was funny. The funniest part was when I wanted to put the screen in. I wanted to put in a 130-inch screen. And I was told that this was unnecessary until the screen went in, and then it was like, this is mine now. It was not necessary now. You can watch movies at 130 inches. Not unnecessary then. I had a couple people that went through that, where the wife didn't want the giant screen in there, and then the minute the screen went in, oh man, they were the ones getting popcorn. Let's get this. Let's get a popcorn machine. They were all on it. They got hooked. Yeah, it's a joint thing. But for me, on the other hand, nah, I'm good. We got women up in here, walk past here all the time. Nice ladies up in here on top of that, but nah, I'm good. I like my peace of mind. I have no idea how much money peace of mind is worth at the end of the day. It's truthfully. I have friends of mine like, when am I going to get married? Oh, heck no. And again, it's to each his own. I'm not trying to discourage anybody out at the end of the day that may have this. Keep in mind, when I start talking like this, we're past the demonstration. We're done. I'm finished. I've seen what I need to see. So I start talking about something else. But anyway, as I said before, if that's your thing at the end of the day, yeah, I have brothers and sisters who've been married to their high school sweethearts. They're still married to this day. That's their thing. That's what they like. That's what they do. But me, that's not me at the end of the day. For me, it's kind of like, yeah, I did the process of 5 years. Some of it was okay, a lot of it wasn't. And now that I'm basically free from all of that, I like it where I'm at now. I'm comfortable with this. You want to play with the chicken? Do you like the chicken? Yeah, and the best thing about it, when ladies come over and they chill, get a chance to check out the big screens and have fun over here, then they go home afterwards. And that's the end of it. And I go live my life the way I like to live my life. Oh, we definitely got to do this one.
You'll regret that.
And drizzle on pesto.
Cauliflower crust, extra cheese for Ernesto.
Thanks.
Besides, most women I date are all tech junkies. Every last one of them. They're all tech junkies. I like tech junkies. Especially, I prefer the ones that are smarter than me, because I can learn something at the end of the day. I always hang around with people that are much more intelligent than I am, because I can learn something from them. Teach me something I don't know, which is pretty cool. And it doesn't have to be tech. I know people do drywalling, carpeting. Oh, I know a few people have some really serious, crazy jobs. I'm always curious about what people do at the end of the day. So how does that work? Or how you start that off? That's pretty cool. All right, so people never get lazy with knowledge. There's so much around you, it's not even funny. That's how I learned to drywall. These guys were working on this house next door. And, you know, just checking out what they're doing over there. Asked with permission if I can come in and watch. And the guy was doing drywall and we became really good friends and all. So I asked him if he could teach me a few things. And yeah. Now, something happens when I move into a property and a hole happens to pop up on the wall, I can fix all that stuff. When the maintenance guy came in, he was talking about anything. I was like, nope, I'll do it myself. Just reporting that it happened, but I'll do it myself. And every time you fix something over here, I like how they got over here. Over here, you fix something or you add something to the place to put a credit on your account. It's not like a $1 or $2 credit, it's a big credit. So the screen's coming out quite nice. I like it. I like it. All right. Oh, man. Sorry, people. I'll have to do some gaming in a few minutes. Hey, what you doing over there? You, Tiger Man. He hides in those bears over there. I'm gonna walk past him 4 or 5 times. He was in there hiding in those bears. 4K demonstrations, YouTube. Oh, most importantly, hold on.
Getting that from YouTube.
The color red.
Getting that from YouTube.
And there you go. Lights out with red. Bam. Now, if your projector, the ones they had claiming, when they were claiming to be at one point they first came, they were claiming to be 5,000 lumens. 5,000 lumens? Are you kidding me? If that thing hit your wall, good gracious. There'd be so much light bouncing off that wall, the entire background would be reflecting light at the same time. That's literally how much light would push off of that surface on white. That's why I watch demonstrations, blue screen. And they say that it's 5,000 lumens, there's no way in the world. Because I'm looking at the ceiling, I'm looking at the walls, I'm looking at the floor, and if they do turn the projector around, you see the back wall, that back wall would be super well lit. That's how much light would be pushing right back at you. So there's no way in the world. If you got to be in an environment and you still have light sprinkled around the environment with a 5,000 lumen that close to the screen, no, they'd be like pushing off all over the place. Purple screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Put the lights on with the purple. Make sure you're adjusting right. I want to check out the OLED. What's he at the bottom too? Did I see? LG demonstrations. Where's that
Getting
Samsung?
that from YouTube.
Let's do the whatchamacallit. Let's do the this one right here. I don't do as much jazz. This will show you how much of your contrast you're losing. I like this demonstration. I'm gonna use this to show you how much contrast you're losing. So every time that screen comes up gray, doesn't pick up, that means that's how much contrast is seen in your screen. When you lose contrast, you lose color. Do you like your chicken? He does not like the chicken. Sorry, my bad. I'll put it up here. Here. It's over here. Sorry, my bad. I thought you liked the chicken. My bad. I'm sorry. You give me a look like I'm jack you up when you go to sleep. Come here. Come here. Sorry. I'm sorry. Come here. I'm sorry. I don't want to get jacked up. Wake up in the middle of the night and I got a scar across my forehead. Don't do that again, man. That's quite frightening. I think animals can make those kind of noises. Geese do. Geese make those kind of noises. You know that? I'll be back. Well, you didn't like that one. That whole chicken? Nah, that ain't go too well. Let me put this up so he doesn't run into that again. What in the world was that noise? Nice chicken. Okay, I picked up taco. We lost the remote. Oh, there it is. We lost the remote control again. So I have my Sony over here on the floor. It's 3,000 lumens. So I'll probably be firing that one up too. On top of that.
Some top load washers spark interest, but it's real. Please look.
With LG high efficiency top load washers,
You can count on them. Now that's fun.
Just want to have me go through that old commercial every night.
LVII, Libby.
That says 57.
Discover online privacy protection.
I got to get basically this commercial free, 'cause this is the one for the ceiling. We're doing contrast, lights on, white sheet of paper in the middle of the screen. On each side, spilling over, is the gray surface. Bum, bum, bum. Now we're going to be doing our ship out on Monday. Yeah, we ship out on Monday. Processing today, ship out on Monday. Check on my gaming system. Let's see, I got more races. Put on racing. Chicken up quick. Topper has another encounter with this one, and he doesn't like the chicken. He hates the chicken. All that. What's this for? Alright. That fast. That's why I gotta have remote controls on me 24/7. Was it that quick? All right, people, that fast. I wanted to get the controller, set the controller out, the remote control came back. Remote controlling came back. Okay, we're done. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. We're going to add the lighter version of this also into the shopping cart. When the wallpaper surface gets here, we're going to do a half and half. That way you can figure out which one you want. Keep in mind, one's going to produce better contrast, one's going to have heavier white levels. That's how that's going to work. If it gives you an idea, it's in both side by side. We do that all the time. People ask us about that. All right, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. There you go. Thank you all, and God bless.